All right. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, all across the globe, welcome to another edition of Power Connections. And man, am I excited about this one today. I love it. Miss Kellie Rhymes, how are you today, madam?
Everyone. I am doing well. How are you?
I'm fired up today, and we thank God for this opportunity today. Woo! I tell you, I'm very humble today because some people, Kellie, didn't make it today, and
I
they plan
know.
to be here. Woo!
Yep.
So, wow. And ladies and gentlemen, we thank you so much for those joining live right now. Thank you so much for listening in today as we host this wonderful person today, Kellie Rhymes. We're going to be talking to her about some powerful subject and area that she's excited about as well. But Kellie, we talked offline a little bit about the planet. We got so much going on around the world. I've been talking to people in Japan and Australia and UK and Norway and they got similar issues. Things are going on all around the world. So
Yes.
I wanted to have you open up, if you don't mind, with a few words of encouragement, empowerment, or anything you want to say to our audience today. Thank you so much, Kellie.
Okay,
Appreciate you.
no problem. Well, you know what? The first thing that comes to mind is something that I sent out today in my daily confidence
Yeah.
kick email. I send an
Yes.
email out every day to motivate people because I know we have a
Yes.
lot happening. But in
Yes.
today's email, it was all about quieting the chaos. Basically, quieting your mind and maybe just taking a break, taking a
Yeah.
beat from
Yeah.
everything that's happening. Shut off those notifications, turn off the news,
Yeah.
turn off those things that are causing your body to feel uncomfortable because,
Yeah.
I'm a person who definitely kind of internalizes things when I see it and it makes me feel sad. So just
Yeah.
take a pause, take a break, maybe just for the weekend. I know there's a lot happening and we
Right.
want to try to stay on top of it, but we can't. With so much happening, we just can't stay on top of everything. So
That's right.
pause and breathe and just get quiet and do something you enjoy and maybe pick it back up at a later time whenever you're ready. But
Yeah.
definitely that would be my advice. Just stop, quiet our
There you
mind,
go.
take a break.
Hey man, I love it. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, that's some great advice from Kellie. Kellie, because we can control that part right there.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, I love it. That's brilliant, really, when you think about it, Kellie. Thank you so much for that. Just I can stop, I can turn the lights off, turn them on, turn the phone off for a couple hours or whatever it takes, guys. How
Yeah.
about this one, Kellie? Take a walk.
Yes.
Get
Yes.
get your get on your bike and go a couple miles, whatever. You got to get
Yep.
into the car and go to a park. Do that. So that's great, Kellie. I love it. I love it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, real quick, hey, we're gonna get started because folks are busy today. We are so busy. But from her network, ladies and gentlemen, Kellie says, "Say, hey, beautiful. This is for you women out there. Hey, beautiful, feeling lost or frustrated in your hair loss journey." She has says is completely normal. She says, but ladies and gentlemen, she is here to help you. But Kellie, ladies and gentlemen, for everybody else, she is helping women with hair loss and reclaim confidence and welcome their beauty. Because I can tell you, Kellie, you are beautiful, no doubt about that. And all you women out there with hair or without hair. You're beautiful. I just love that part right there. She's also a women's hair loss support coach, ladies and gentlemen. She is qualified in that area. She also helps women with alopecia. I had to go look that one up, make sure I pronounced it correctly. Is that correct? I hope I did that right.
Alopecia, is that what?
Alopecia.
Alopecia.
There you go. There you go. Thank you so much. I thought I was going to get it right, but that's good. And you can talk about that a little bit later. She also helps women empowerment and women building confidence, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to talk to her a little bit about what she does in this area for sure. But thank you so much, Kellie Ryan, for being with us today in that area. But Kellie, if you would talk about a little bit about that area. What's your mission? Let's talk about your mission a little bit, if you don't mind.
Well, my mission really, to just put it straightforward, is to
Yeah.
help women with hair loss
Yeah.
regain their confidence. Like that's
Yeah.
just the short version. There
Right.
are so many women out here, whether you know it or not, that are
Yeah.
experiencing some form of hair loss. And it doesn't have to do with a medical condition as far like such as alopecia, which is
Oh,
a
okay.
form of hair loss. That's all alopecia is.
Gotcha.
Alopecia is hair loss in general, and then there's different types of alopecia. But
Gotcha.
women are also losing their hair in menopause, when they
Uh,
have babies in postpartum,
right.
hormonal imbalances, stress,
Wow.
thyroid. It's like all types of things that can
Okay.
cause a woman's hair to shed or thin or just start coming out completely. So I
Gotcha.
wanted to shed a light on it because of my own experience. I actually do have alopecia. I have what we call scarring alopecia.
Mm,
And just from my own experience, I just was like, you know what? It's time for me to help women emotionally. So
okay.
my support is just really around the emotional and mental support regarding their hair loss and helping them through the process. So, for example, if a woman who is noticing her hair is shedding really bad or is coming out and
Mhm.
doesn't know what to do, then
Right.
I can help walk them through the steps, first steps of what will be the right actions to take before it gets to a point to where they're completely losing hair and it will not come back. So kind of walking them through and guiding
Yeah.
them through the process and then coming out on the other side feeling confident
Right.
and
Right.
ready to live the life they're supposed to live because God put us on this earth to do something, to do some work.
Yeah.
So that's what we need to focus on.
Amen, Kelly. That's powerful. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, we're here with Kelly Rhymes. We're talking about women's hair loss around the globe. And matter of fact, I wanted to ask you, Kelly, what's some of the stats there? Is it an area that's affecting a lot of people or women around the world? Is it a big number?
It
Uh,
is. There are millions of women around the
wow.
world who are experiencing hair loss because remember, every woman is going to go through a menopause.
Gotcha.
Not every woman has a child, but most
Right.
women are going to have some type of hormonal imbalances at some point in their lives.
Gotcha.
These everyday kind of things that are either just normal or like the stresses of just life
Yeah.
just happen.
Yeah.
So
Right.
yeah, it affects
Yeah.
millions of women.
Right, right. Powerful. So, Kelly, based on research now, is there anything prevention? I know things are going to happen, but is there any preventive for those who haven't experienced that yet? Is there any prevention techniques that you can talk about a little bit for
Well,
folks?
I think as far as preventative measures, because since there are so many ways or things that can
Yeah.
happen to cause your hair loss, the
Right.
thing that we can do is just make sure we take care of ourselves internally, right?
Gotcha.
So eating healthy, having that
Yeah.
healthy diet, making sure it's balanced with the right
Yeah.
nutritional, the vitamins and minerals that you need, exercising, drinking plenty of water, keeping
Gotcha.
stress down. Like just those are things that we have to do anyway, but we
Yeah.
don't do it, right?
Yeah. Right. Right. Exactly.
It
Yeah, I was
takes a
thinking about.
conscious effort to do that.
Yeah,
So
exactly. That's powerful. Yeah, I was thinking about our young teenagers, young teenage girls and that are growing up to be women later on. They need to have some heads up, potentially to do what they can in that area. So that's powerful. That is so powerful. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about women's hair loss around the globe with Kelly. She's a coach in this area. She helps women emotionally and help professionally and all the above. And Kelly, I want to talk about that coaching a little bit because there's some women that may want to talk to you as well. What if you would walk us through how our women can call you and what's that coaching look like in the beginning? I know you have a discovery call, if I'm not mistaken, too,
yes,
off your
yes.
network. So talk about that coaching. How does that start off?
So the coaching is really for women who, like I said, are having that emotional and
Yeah.
mental those challenges, right? So
Hmm.
what the women who come to me typically have had hair loss for
Yeah.
a while. And now they're at the point to where they've tried a few things and it
Yeah.
maybe not work. So that's frustrating to them. Women experience anger, like a lot of emotions. So anger, frustration, depression, sadness. Some women start like reserving themselves away
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
social settings, like pulling
Yeah.
back from people they love because
Yeah.
they're embarrassed about
Right.
what's happening. So
Yeah.
what I do is the first thing I do is sit down with the woman and say, hey, what do you know what's actually happening to your hair, right?
Right. Right.
Have you actually gone to a dermatologist or a trichologist or your physician in general? Have you
Yes.
seen a
Yes.
professional to say what is happening with you? So you can get the underlying root cause.
Yes.
Once we understand the underlying root cause, if they do know that, then it's time to move forward. So, for example, some women can regrow their hair. They can do
Oh,
things
really?
to make it thicker, and
Oh,
regain
wow.
their hair back.
Okay.
So then we are going to follow the plan from the professional, so that
Yeah.
dermatologist, psychologist, those professionals, and we're going to take those steps as far as if you can regrow your hair, okay, let's work on your diet. What natural oils or herbs that
Right.
may like a holistic approach. Now,
Yeah.
if it's something where the dermatologist is prescribing medication, okay, let's make sure we stay on top of the medication. We're taking
Right.
it correctly, and we start there. Then
Yeah.
from there, we're dealing with, okay, now how are you feeling emotionally? Because again, this takes a toll. So then I take them through different processes to help
Yeah.
alleviate and release those emotions because we don't want those attached to us. And we
Right.
work on identity because believe it or not, and I think people don't think about this, hair is a
Hmm.
part of our identity, right? Hair is
Right.
important.
Absolutely.
It's
Yeah.
a beauty standard for a lot of people. So when
Oh,
you change and your hair looks different or you lose that hair,
yeah. Yeah.
and that's a totally different identity. And I experienced this myself as well because I had locks and I was like, I had an identity attached to my locks. They meant something to me. It was like,
Yeah.
okay. But when I
Absolutely.
started losing that hair, that identity was like, oh, well, who am I now? Because I'm so used to having this hair.
Right. Right.
So we do have to work on that identity shift. Now, if
Yeah.
it's a woman who is like myself, their hair is not coming back, like it will not grow back because of a certain condition, then
Okay.
we have to get comfortable with, okay, your hair is not coming back. What do you want to do? Do you want to wear wigs? Do you want to
Mm.
cut it off and just have a bald head?
Right. Right.
What do you want to do to, if you want to camouflage it? Do you want to wear head wraps?
Yeah.
What do you want to do to make yourself comfortable with
Yeah.
hair loss? Because that's what we have to get to. If it's not coming back, okay, let's get to the point to where you're comfortable with whatever decision you make so that you can move forward. So
Yeah.
we walk through that and I help them make that decision. And then once they make that decision, let's get comfortable with it. If you have
Yeah.
a wig, let's go get you a really quality, good wig that is custom made for you,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
looks good and natural on you, if that's your
Right.
decision.
Right.
If
Right.
you decide to cut it off, like I cut mine off, okay,
Yeah.
people are going to stare at you. So you're
Right.
going to have to get comfortable with that. You're going to
Right.
have to own it. You're going to have to hold your head up high and step into that
Right.
confidence. And you may have to dress up a little bit. You may have to put a little bit more makeup on if that makes you feel good.
Right.
Whatever that is, we're going to go through that. So basically, over a 90-day process, that's like the entire time I usually just take
Right.
time and walk women individually through whatever their journey
Mhm.
is because
Mhm.
every woman is different. So I don't treat people
Right.
like, hey, we're gonna just hop on a group thing and everybody
Right.
does the same thing. No,
Right. Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
individualized, and I'm here to serve that person to
Yeah.
get where they need to be.
Absolutely. That's powerful, Kelly. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, talking to Kelly Rhymes about women's hair loss. Kelly, I wanted to ask you about is there like an age limit area? I mean, does teenage girls have a problem with that
Oh,
too?
young girls have a problem. So with the
Really?
alopecia, remember, so alopecia is
Yeah.
it's pretty much an autoimmune disorder for hair,
Okay.
right? Now
Gotcha.
there are some forms of alopecia where it is caused by hair care products or
Okay.
styling.
Gotcha.
Like, so for example, the type
Yeah.
of alopecia I
Yeah.
have is CCCA, and that is from styling practices and products that we used on our hair and did not know was dangerous.
Right.
So there are girls, yes, who
Yeah.
actually have just the autoimmune disorder, and it
Yeah.
just causes their hair to come out, or their hair never grows in the first place. So
Right.
you may see people who don't have
Yeah.
eyelashes or eyebrows or no hair at all on their
Right.
body. You may
Right.
see people who have eyelashes and eyebrows, but just no hair on their head. So it just
Right.
depends on the person and the
Yeah.
type of alopecia they have.
Wow, that's very interesting. Well, thank you so much for that powerful. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Kelly is a coach for women who have hair loss and need that support, understanding, and professional information as well. Kelly, I got to talk about the other side. I'm talking about where women that have the hair loss. What about us as men and I should say, men and their brothers and the uncles and all that? How are we supposed to handle all that? I mean, what's your advice on specifically if your wife is having that problem? Man, the husband's got to understand some stuff, don't he? You got to have to understand and support that. So, you have some advice for us married men who have wives that have lost their hair, or we have some men out there who are getting married and their fiance has lost their hair, or maybe doesn't have any hair. Can you talk to us a little bit about that support? A little bit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, I can. Now, this is interesting because this question has come up quite a few times
Yeah.
recently. And before I used to say, and I'm still going to stand on this to a certain
Yes.
extent,
Yeah.
if you are with this woman and you
Yeah.
marry this woman for
Yeah.
better or worse,
Right.
sickness and in health,
Right.
this is something that's out of her control. She did not
Right.
wake up and say, oh, okay, I'm just going to cut my hair off.
Right.
Now, there are some women that choose to do that, but
Right.
most of the time, this woman has experienced something that has caused her hair to come out.
Wow.
So you do have to be compassionate.
Yeah.
And then also you have to understand that you don't stay the same either. When
Right.
we marry
Right.
you, you may
Yeah.
look a certain way, but as you get
Yeah.
older, just like all of us,
Exactly.
your body changes too. Your hair
Yep.
comes out too. Things happen with men as
Yep.
well. So you
Yep.
have to give that same compassion to your spouse, your partner, as you
Yep.
want for yourself. You're going
Yeah.
to have to stick by them and love them. Now, if you are not that person who is willing to do that, then you're not the right person for that woman.
Right.
Okay. So
Absolutely.
that's just kind of what it is. And I do understand some people
Yeah.
have their preferences. Some
Yeah. Yeah.
like they like certain looks and
Right.
styles and things like that. But
Right.
you're
Absolutely.
going to have to really be compassionate, sit down and
Yeah. Yeah.
understand what's
Yeah.
happening to her. Maybe
Right.
to some of the doctor's office, doctor
Yeah.
visits, and so you can
Right.
get a understanding. Do your own research, but
Right.
stand by her side and hold her hand and be
Yeah.
with her because she is
Right.
already insecure,
Right.
especially at first when
Right.
this is all happening. She's very insecure, feels
Yes.
very ugly,
Yes.
feels like she may look like a man, like all of these
Right.
things.
Right. Right.
You have to be the one to say, no, you are
Right.
beautiful. I am here with you and I'm
Right.
not going anywhere.
That's right, Kelly. I love it. And Kelly, I'm going to talk to all the men out there that may have a family member with no hair. You got to watch them words too, guys. Watch what you say.
Yeah.
Okay. Watch what you say. Kelly just kind of mentioned that earlier. You got to watch what you say to the lady that's having the issue with hair loss and any area, of her body. So you got to make sure you understand that. Be compassionate and loving, specifically if she's a family member. No doubt about that as well. So guys, just watch what you say because we're all going through something. Okay, so in different areas. So thank you so much for that, Kelly, as well. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, we're talking to Kellie Rhyme about women's hair loss. She is a coach in this area. She does an excellent job on helping women cope and understand and also just live every day, what they need to be doing as well. All right, Kelly, let's talk about that podcast. Tell folks about your podcast. Woohoo!
Okay, well, if you see in the back here, I think I'm on the wrong side. This way. That's my logo. It's the Bougie Baldy Podcast.
Yeah.
So, I do a weekly podcast, and it's really about hair loss in women and just kind of providing education, providing real stories about, people's experiences, that you're not alone, and so that you can find out and learn valuable information if you did.
Right.
And then also you're guided to people who can provide further support. So yes, I may be a coach in hair loss, but I don't specialize in everything. I don't know things about wigs. So I'm going to refer you, and I have people on the podcast who sell wigs and they custom make wigs and things like that. So I have different people who are in the same field on the show to talk about what they do and educate you so that if you need them, hey, they're there. You can reach out to them. So I am not about, it's just me. You got to work with me. No, this is a collective thing. There are so many people out there who need help that there's enough, for everybody to help.
I love it. I love exactly what I do, man. I am not the expert. Let me take you over here to Kelly. She can handle that part right there as well. That's powerful. So, Kelly, how can folks get listen to your podcast and get in touch with you as well? Is that on your website as well?
Yeah, so you can actually listen to the website, or excuse me, the podcast through my website. There's a link.
There it is.
There's actually a actual page that says podcast. But I am on YouTube. I'm on Spotify, Apple, and I forgot what else, but I'm there.
Just put in the name. You can Google the name. Just Google the name, guys. It'll all come up.
Yes, but I am there. You can definitely get through it through my website.
Yeah, that's wonderful, Kelly. Thank you so much. Kelly, also, too, I read, looking at the website there as well, you also have a blog. Tell us about that, if you don't mind.
Yes, so I have a blog. I'm not as active as I should be on this blog, and that's something that I'm more intentional about. I was just thinking about that, too. But, my blog really is just providing more information just around hair loss. So there's just articles on there, just educating people about alopecia or anything related to hair loss. I'm going to get back into it and put more articles out there.
I love it. I love it. I was just, as a matter of fact, I tell Kelly every now and then, I tell my audience as well, right now it's about 5.7 billion people on the internet. right now doing something. So I tell people, do more videos, just do more videos, just
Yep.
do more videos and post them. And they don't have to be very long. Just like you said, everything is just to draw them back to your website. But do those videos. It's a lot quicker and easier to knock those out on a topic and then push it out. And then people can contact you, professionally if they want to talk to you as well. But I'm always pushing videos, do 1 minute, 30 seconds, whatever, and
Yeah.
then put it back to to your podcast and of course, YouTube channel. And also, of course, your website for consultation and for appointments as well. Wow, this is powerful. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking to Kellie Rhymes about women's hair loss, not only in the United States, but around the globe. And she helps coach women emotionally. She helps them professionally, guys, and helps them deal with, I'm sure, even at work, for work purposes and, business purposes and presentation of of yourself. If you're, out speaking, I'm sure all that's part of that as well, because there's a lot of powerful women that can speak well and may have hair loss. So they have to deal with that. Kellie can help them with that as well and that support. Wow, that is incredible. Well, Kellie, we'll always like to give our guests some final thoughts here in this area. So I want to give you some final thoughts and takeaways, anything you'd like to say as we get ready to close out. Thank you so much.
Yes. So if you are a woman or know a woman who's experiencing hair loss,
Yeah.
make sure she finds out what exactly is happening with her. I just want to stress that just enough because that is so important. So make sure that they know what's happening with them. Make sure they get the support they need. There are so many support groups out here. You can go to Facebook.
Oh, is it? Oh, wow.
Yeah, going to Facebook groups. There are so many different groups out there for hair loss and for women.
Great.
Definitely go out there. And then there are also organizations like the Scarring Alopecia Foundation,
Okay.
the Alopecia Areata Foundation. Like there are different organizations and foundations
Okay.
that also have support groups. So do a Google search and see what you need and get that support. And if there's a person, if you need to see a person like myself, definitely reach out. But I do want to just make sure you guys know, yes, hair is important. Hair is a big thing in society. However,
Yes,
you have to redefine beauty. You are still beautiful regardless of hair, right? Regardless if you have it or not, whatever is happening, you are still beautiful. Your beauty comes from within. So as long as you shine that beauty from within and hold your head high and have that confidence, everyone is going to view you as beautiful as well.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind. It's a mindset. It is definitely a mindset that you have to step into. If you're not already there, step into it and put your head up high.
Hey, man, Kellie, that's the key right there. That mindset. That's the key. You got to retrain it. You may have to retrain it, and Kellie can help you guys. She's a coach in this area. She can help you retrain your mind because we get so used to the superficial, don't we?
Oh, yeah.
Man, yeah, I mean, really, from a man's standpoint, if I didn't know what I know now, but if you just look at society, how, all the advertisement and marketing, you think there's nobody lost their hair. I mean, you think everybody got hair on the planet, really. Yeah, so, yeah, that's just the way we are. We're so superficial sometimes. We don't think about the things that people go through and be sensitive to that as well. So, wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. Well, Kellie, this has been incredible. It's been very enlightening for me as well, because you don't think about this until you really experience it, and even if you experience it in your family, you don't know what to do or say. You don't know what happened. You don't go probing in people's lives. Why'd you lose your hair? You don't ask those questions. You don't do that. So we thank you so much for what you do, and we're just excited about you coming back. Yeah, do you have any books out? Anything out yet coming?
No, I don't have any books. I don't plan on writing a book.
Okay, you don't need to. Yeah, you don't need to.
What I am doing right now is I'm actually in a beauty pageant. So I'm in a Bottom Beautiful beauty pageant.
Wonderful.
It's actually a fundraiser for a nonprofit organization. So what I'm doing is I am selling shirts. So like the t-shirts you see I have on now, I have these shirts on my site. There's another one that says Keep God First. That's inspired by my grandmother. So if you go to the website, purchase a shirt, the part of it goes towards that nonprofit. So that's what I'm pushing right now, just to support money for the pageant and the nonprofit.
Oh, that's wonderful. Congratulations on that. That's wonderful. So that means you can be in other pageants, you can come speaking and everything. So I want to put it out there to my network then. So all my colleagues out there, you guys got television, you got other podcasts, you got associations, groups, and organizations. You need to invite Kellie to come talk to your organization, okay, to your group, to your association. You need to bring her on your podcast, guys. All my colleagues that got podcasts around the globe, bring her on, talk about this area of hair loss. Also, too, guys, I want you to encourage you to bring her on your television networks as well. So for digital television, live television, all the above, I want you guys to bring her on. Consider bringing her on, talking about women's hair loss and basically her coaching and what she does to help people around the globe in this area. And then we'll talk about all nationalities and all colors, ladies and gentlemen, of women around the world that need some help, just support and understanding of what's going on. Wow, this is incredible. You can always, I tell you, Kelly, I can always learn something every day, can I?
Yes, yes. We all can.
Yeah, exactly. That's wonderful. Well, Kelly, that's great. Well, thank you so much. You're always welcome to come back if you got anything new or updates you want to share that will encourage our audience and empower women specifically around the globe. We want you to come back anytime. You're always welcome to do that as well.
All right, will do.
Okay. All right. Hey, guys, we've been talking to Kellie Rhymes. Ladies and gentlemen, here's her website. I want you to go to the website and put your request in there for the women that need that support. Or if you have somebody in your family, women that need that support, you need to contact at least 500 women between now and the end of the year to contact her if you have the need to talk to her about coaching on hair loss and or just emotional support, or maybe you have a question about it, right? Maybe you have somebody else in your family, as Kelly mentioned too as well. You can help support them on top of that. That's wonderful. Kelly, any final thoughts? Anything else you want to say? You good?
No, I'm good. I just want you guys to make sure you're living your life, living the life that God put you on this earth to live.
Absolutely. Yeah, because God has put you here for a reason, folks. Matter of fact, I got to bring my card out real quick, Kelly, that why we do all of this. Kelly, we do all this for a reason. We do this because you matter.
Yeah.
You matter, folks. We love you so much. You matter. But sometimes you need a coach, and that's where Kelly comes in to help you understand where you're at and what you need to do each and every day. Kellie Rhymes, thank you so much for your time today. You have been amazing, and we just thank you. And thank your family for allowing you to come on as well today.
And thank you for having me.
Yes, ma'am. Well, hold on a minute, Kelly. We'll finish out here. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, my coach says, one of my coaches says, remember to always out-love, out-serve, and out-forgive each other. And remember, there's nothing you can't do with the right mindset. That's where Kellie Rhymes comes in at, guys. Once again, go to her website, guys, and check her out. Everything is there. We didn't go through everything today because everything's on the website, but she's also, too, I wanted to mention, guys, she's also on LinkedIn as well under her name. She's also on Facebook. Follow her on Facebook and also on Instagram as well. I just followed her on Instagram recently. So guys, do that. She's on LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram. Please follow her there. And if you have any questions about hair loss and her coaching and her other areas as well of interest from her website, you can contact her on the social media pages. So thank you so much for letting us do that too as well, Kelly. Thank you so much. All right, guys, we'll see you next time on Power Connections with my wonderful guest today. It's been Kellie Rhymes. We've been talking about women's hair loss. You guys take care of yourselves, and we'll see you next time, all right? Hey, don't forget to be intentional and have a great day today. And also, guys, be on point what you're doing today. Be on purpose today as well, okay? Thank you so much. Kelly, have a great day, ma'am.
All right, bye-bye.
Amen. Take care, everybody. Thank you for your time. Hey, don't forget to share this out, folks. Don't forget to share this out as well.